According to the Pew Research Center and ChildTrends.org, the population of first and second generation American children in the United States increased by 51% between 1995 and 2014 to 18.7 million people, or 1/4 of all U.S. children. Research also shows that this proportion is expected to expand by 36.9% by 2050. One might ask, what is the significance of these random numbers and statistics? Well, with the constant nationwide skepticism over undocumented immigrants, we decided to flip the script and focus on the other side of the spectrum. This is why we joined together with a handful of birthright Americans as they responded to a series of questions on their experiences with having foreign parents. The purpose of this documentary is to not only highlight the obstacles and hardships one might face as a birthright American, but also to expand cultural awareness in a country where immigration is thriving.
In order to further understand the thoughts and experiences of second-generation Americans, we interviewed a select few and asked them a series of general questions about their experience in the United States.
I realized that my background was different from my friends when I had to go to church on Fridays, or my mosque on Fridays, and I couldn't hang out with my friends all the time because my church is open every single day, and we prayed 3 times a day. We go to church twice a day. So I didn't know until I couldn't go hang out with my friends whenever I wanted to.
Early,
Yeah.
my dad was the only guy with like a big chain, and I looked like a little Amazonian Greek child, and no one else did.
And how did that affect your friendships?
It didn't. My best friends' names were like Timothy Ramston and like Hart Slade III. I was of Stathios Economos, so I knew I was different, but I wasn't because we were in the same friend groups.
There were times I have felt like an outsider, mostly when the shift of sports, basically. I think that was the biggest one. My family focused on cricket rather than baseball. My family focused on sports going on in Pakistan and India rather than soccer in America or football. Yes, my parents loved watching footballs, but I mean, it was a different sport rather than cricket.
I mean, not really, just because I was raised with a good, diverse group that always accepted me, always understood my culture. So.
How come?
Because I'm not.
Because you're not? Because you're an American?
Yeah, because I'm an American.
Not at first, but I still have it. I had different accents. And then I started it sounded different. You could tell it's Minneapolis.
Yeah, it was easy. So I guess as a second generation American, I guess people come differently. I guess people have different views, but my parents, when they came, they wanted to assimilate as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Like my dad has no accent, and that was done on purpose because when he came, he wanted to be an American. So that was something that they stressed in our house. Like we didn't speak Greek in the house; we spoke English. Flew our flag, and wore our polo shirts and our khakis, and went to school like everybody else.
Fitting in with friends was really easy because when you're young, you don't make the distinction about what race your friend is. I feel, that's more something brought onto you that you're taught when you're younger. But my friends were never discriminative.
That's because all my friends were of other cultures and the same culture, so we always understood each other. And
What do you think would happen if you just American parents?
We had different ideals because my parents raised me a different way. So we understand each other, but they talk to me in a different way. So we act a different way.
Immigration since World War II has exponentially increased, leading to the introduction of second-generation Americans. Although America is known to be a land of opportunity, immigrants continue to face discrimination, and some have found it difficult to assimilate to the American culture. The population of the United States becomes more and more diverse every single year, and it continues to grow and become more accepting of other cultures, religions, and races.
When I used to ask my parents if I could go out and play, did you study too? Or something like that. I don't know, I just felt like they were so much serious about things that would make me a better person and more successful. I don't know how other parents feel about that, but I just feel like other parents, they
My parents definitely focus on school a whole lot more than I would say some of my American friends because they came here for me to have a better life than they did, and that all started with education. Neither one of my parents completed college. My dad didn't even go to college. So I think education was the biggest one that they focused on.
I mean, my parents are a lot stricter. Like, when you hang out with your friends, like, are they more strict about where you go? Like,
Yeah.
than your other American friends are?
Yeah, like if they have an older brother, my mom like they don't want me sleeping over if they're like free. And like most of my friends can sleep over when I go. Yeah.
And, like, what about dating?
Oh, dating, she doesn't want me dating till I'm in college.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's because in Albania, like where they're from, they're more strict on school and respect and discipline. So it's like that's how I was raised. Like they always made school like number one priority, and like they never disrespected anybody. So I was raised in a loving sense, but like a more like strict sense.
And what about, like, dating? Are you allowed to date?
Yeah, like I guess like my dad's more okay with it because that's my dad, but my mom is very iffy on it. But like they don't want me to go out, like at this time. Like they always want me to be back at a certain time.
So, like, hang out with friends is a lot harder for you.
Like yeah, like I mean not because I'm older, like it's a little easier, but like they always text me like they want to make sure where I'm at.
So growing up, dating was different. We weren't allowed to date. My brother and I weren't allowed to date like American girls ever. Yeah, no TV. We couldn't go out much until later in high school. And yeah, but if you're Greek kids, you can do whatever you want, stay out as late as you want, date whatever you want. But yeah, with my other friends, if I was talking to a girl on the phone in high school, they would definitely pick the phone and tell me in Greek to hang it up. I mean, that's it. It's pretty strict.
I actually don't know why my parents chose America. I think it's mostly because it was America. It's the freedom and there's no discrimination or any of that stuff. I think it's definitely because of that.
My mom chose to move to America because her husband lived here in Florida. And yeah, I think I would be raised differently if like I grew up back in Haiti. So I mean, it's like a lot rougher there, I guess.
My dad's a war refugee, so he came here during World War II because the Italians were invading Greece. The island he was from didn't have the resources to sustain a family. The island his mom was from was invaded, so they snuck out and moved here to escape the war.
I think that if they hadn't chosen America, my life would 100% be totally different because I've grown up as an American. I have an American flag in my room. Like, I feel like it's such a big part of me that if I had grown up anywhere else, I would be so different.
I have no idea. It's such a part of who I am. I couldn't see myself anywhere else. There are a lot of Greeks in Australia, but if I was in Greece right now, I love my cousins and my relatives there, but I'm nothing like them. Maybe why they came over here. I guess because they came over here because of the war and socialism and all these other awful things. It kind of gave me a broader perspective of the world and what happens outside of the bubble that is the United States.
Definitely the languages part. I think that my parents, they know multiple languages, like my mom knowing 4 or 5 and my dad knowing 6 or 7, including French actually. I think that's what's shaped me the most, knowing different languages, because I know about 3.
Just definitely like the work ethic and like the way they like raised me, because like they love me and my brother's dad, and they really like work from like the ground down, like they make $200 like a week, and like you know what I mean. So like and then like rising up, so I feel like it was a great thing. So like, they definitely taught me like good work ethics and ideals, like they like nurture us in a great way too. So.
America was founded by people who were fleeing from religious persecution and seeking better opportunity, and this still holds true today. People all over the world come to America to seek refuge, have a better education, practice their religion freely, and for so many other reasons, which all make America so diverse. We are surrounded by people who practice different religions and have different cultures, and learning everyone's story is important. Being an immigrant or the child of one does not make anyone less of American. and instead brings America closer to the reason why it was established in the beginning.